After 6 months, 63 streams, 200 hours, and 11, if you include this one, very wonderfully edited and curated long-form videos for your viewing pleasure, we have finally reached the conclusion of this Elden Ring journey. Since beating the base game, we have steadily made our way through the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, and this video will cover the last leg of this story. While there are many new bosses that we must overcome, how fitting is it that at the very end, we are not only faced with our greatest challenge since millennia, but must overcome the very person who went toe-to-toe with the goddess of rot herself. Everybody, I can't believe the time is here, but I suppose all good things must come to an end. Elden Ring has opened my eyes once more to all the great and wonderful experiences that can be had in this space, so while this is the end of one great chapter, the show must go on. But until then, this is me for the last time, playing Elden Ring for the first time, my first ever Souls game. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure. Our journey to the end resumes in this spooky forest known as the Abyssal Woods. For the most part, this place is pretty empty, but there's a nice, dreadful ambiance of music and sounds that does give this environment some uniqueness. And then there's also these guys. Let me tell you the power of my dry leaf farts! Oh, I'm mad! It would seem that the developers intended for this area to be a scary stealth section of sorts. Oh, I can't hit this guy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that did nothing. But a little birdie told me to just parry them, come, which is easier said than done. He came? It came. No! Okay, we missed that one. That was too late. That was way too late. Who put the rat there? Who put the rat there? Which one of you did that? Now you might think that me not parrying since pretty much the beginning of the game is the reason for this struggle, a skill issue per se. It's just like progging a boss. We're gonna get a parry in, it is gonna be glorious. But it turns out, it helps quite a bit if you press the right button. Also a skill issue, one might say. Oh, I need to do that. I have to use the skill because parrying's an actual skill. That's what it is. I just been blocking. With that lesson learned, the untouchables were not so untouchable anymore. Okay. All right. Turns out you gotta just use the skill sometimes. Now. Aha, bitch! For Stuart. Turns out the skill works when you press the right button to use the skill. And we stumbled upon a very warm and welcoming abode of sorts. What do these guys have coming out of their heads? A manse, one might call it. Ah, Midra's manse. The inside is broken and burnt, but this painting perhaps tells the tale of what a beautiful place this once was before the fires of war made landfall here. Oh, is this what it used to look like here before the frenzy took over? It looks so nice over here. Rather quickly, we find an old diary page. This is either an excerpt from an erotic novel or the organic way to discover how to defeat those untouchables from earlier. I touched him, but only once. Your Honor, I touched him, but only once. Great defense. When he thrust his staff, oh boy, when he thrust his staff in my face. What? We're starting to uncover the story of Midra here via these various items. Nanaya's torch. Oh, this is the Nanaya. Midra is the master of the manse, and Nanaya, the lady of this manse. Nanaya's corpse was holding this torch, made of the spine of a man who failed to become Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Something that seems a bit more evident as we get closer to the source of the terrible screams heard throughout the manse. Okay, we're gonna leave. After warning us to stay away, we find little Midra here floundering about in agony. Hello? It sounded like you were screaming.
The depths of your foolishness!
Why? Are you okay? A pitiful state. Our only recourse is to put him out of his misery. I'll show you this, but only once. Dry leaf. Ah! Oh, shit. All right, the little guy's got a great broad jump. He should consider the Olympics. Oh! Dude, this guy's got hops. And with that, we defeated Midra, master of the manse. Poke. Okay. Easiest fight of my life. Oh, it's like those things that were coming out of those guys' necks. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this in the trailer, I feel like. Maybe not.
I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
Maybe not like this pull-out game here, but I do remember this. Yes, right, this right here. Yes, look at that. How come everyone in this game just loves pulling their like body parts off? Could be an eye, an arm, a head. You must not know who I once was in a previous life. I was chosen by the Three Fingers, touched by the Three Fingers, and you think your paltry flame can compare to what I once was. Do you not see the scars on my body? You don't see the scars on my body because I'm clothed, but I have scars on my body to prove it. And I will show you right now. Dry leaf arts technique! Ow! Chill! Wow! This guy was spitting all over the place and everything. Welcome to Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame. I like this boss a lot, so I'm gonna talk about it a lot. Dry leaf arts technique! This is a boss who seems to shrug off my hidden palm techniques more than others. Dry leaf arts technique number 2. Okay, so there's a little, there's a bit of a delay there. And a boss who really went all in on the motif. Okay, he's doing a big boom. He's doing a big something. I'm gonna run. Oh, okay, that hurt. Everything's on fire. Like, you want some frenzied flame? Well, I'm gonna give you some frenzied flame. Everything's flaming? The walls are flaming. Here's some more flame. Okay, so that's like a little conal thing. Dry leaf art's secret technique. And here's some spiky tendrils for you. Just don't let the madness consume you. Ah! Oh, okay, that explodes after. Uh-oh. Ah! I'm maddened. We're mad. There's a few adjustments that we'll end up making for this fight. The first one is eventually changing our weapon from its current holy power to frost. And then there's the matter of the whole maddening frenzied status affliction. There is the thing about dealing with his frenzy. However, as long as we don't get hit, then we won't get frenzied. So that kind of solves that problem. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just don't get hit. And all right, it's time to put everything into practice. Oh, we're already maddened. Okay, not off to a hot start, but that's fine, because this next attempt was really about trying to learn the fight's timing. And I gotta say, I think Midra is a solid boss fight. Like a fair and a deliberate boss. He's got some combos, some of them fast, some of them slow, but it doesn't feel like he's chaining from one into the other as quickly as some other fights. I feel like I have a little bit more time to disengage and heal up if needed. And he's got a ton of frenzied flame abilities, all of which have a fair radius, or reach, I will say. A lot of them are conal or vertical from the point of origin, so there's room to dodge and adjust. Okay. That one I was rolling back. I was rolling back away from him there. There's a big old conal right in front of him. I think we got the hang of this fight rather quickly because in the next attempt, we dodged his opening splooge of frenzy. That kind of worked. Dry leaf farts hidden technique. Ah! Ba 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 ba. And then we comboed a bunch of attacks together while dodging, leading to our first stagger of the fight. Dry leaf farts hidden technique number 2. Ah! Bah! Oh, that's a stagger. One more for the road here. Boom! There's still the matter of handling his frenzied bomb though, but we're trying some new things. Can I just like outrun this? Okay, no, that didn't quite work. A lot of those aerial ones you can... Dry leaf farts hidden technique to... Here we go! One more time! That's a boom! That was a big boom! This is one of the longer basic combinations that he's got. Dry leaf farts, once more! Everyone's doubting the dry leaf farts! But you can't. It's a mix of quick and some delayed attacks, so we still gotta get used to this. Is that I thought he was gonna swing again. No! No! But yeah, we were on death's door many times for this attempt. Oh! Oh, laser! But this would still end up being our strongest attempt so far. A little bit of health in a dream. That's all we need. Uh-oh. Oh boy. With the best yet to still come. All right, I think that's a PR. In the next fight, we learned our opening stagger combination. Hidden palm technique. Hidden palm technique again. We can tank this. Dude, that's how we get that. And we finally switched to frost, which paid quick dividends. Another hidden palm technique. Oh, the frost is working. Oh boy. We succumbed to the madness rather quickly, but many lessons were learned during this blitz. That's a laser! Dude, wait, hold on. Hidden palm technique is working. I'm maddened! Wait, hold on. So we'll use that opening stagger combo for every attempt moving forward, which puts us in a great position for the mid to late fight. In this one, I unlocked something inside me. I just felt in the zone punching and kicking up close while dodging another one of his long ass basic combinations. Is that a laser? Oh, that's a big boom. Oh, that's a laser! That's a big old laser, ain't it? Even multiple attempts in, we're still seeing some new stuff. This time we got some of that good head. Oh, he stuck me in the lion head. Damn, that's effed up. We're still having trouble with this frenzy bomb though. Is he doing it again? Oh, that killed me. I would say we're pretty much in the clear now because we basically seen the whole fight and have a good procedure going for us. Okay, so we have our opener. I feel like in this game, we always come up with like a cheeky quick stagger opener of some sort. One more palm strike. Was that another one? Already? Plus here, I finally learned to dodge his frenzy bomb. Okay, it looks like we can get out of the range there. And dare I say it, I'm still in the zone, and I got a good feel for the timing of his attacks. It's time to go ham. Ba 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 ba! Ba ba! Dodge! 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 Ba! 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 Oh, that's big balls of fire! Oh, shit! Wait, we staggered him so many times! I was in the middle of my combo. I couldn't stop the flurry. I couldn't stop the flurry, man. We were stuck in the combination. Woo! All right, y'all know the drill. I'm gonna let this next attempt play out uninterrupted. What can I say? This is a fun fight. I think it's a well-designed and balanced fight. Throw it up high on that tier list. Boom! Get the quick stagger in. And we're gonna charge up for another palm strike right now. Boom! One more. That's another stagger, dude. Dude, we are staggering the crap out of this guy. One more right here. He's gonna go up. He's gonna rise up. And we run. Okay, I didn't run fast enough, but I got a heal in. Bop, bop! Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. We're gonna charge one up. We're charging one up. Big boom! Bop, bop! Dodge! 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 Spam rolls. I have no stamina. Dodge! Dodge! Okay, we're charging one up again. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's over. Goodbye, Midra. You fought well, Lord of Frenzied Flame. But my dry leaf farts are too strong for you. Too strong for anyone. Except maybe Millennia. I'm telling you, man. This is the secret sauce. Okay, but to be fair, this was a cool fight. I think this was a pretty cool fight. Now for a bit of lore. It would seem that Midra has been suffering here for quite a while, enduring the sword that he pulled at the top of his neck, giving birth to the frenzy within. I'm assuming the sword was inserted here by the Hornsent as a way to keep the frenzied flame at bay. A blasphemous attempt by yet another person seeking to ascend to Lord of Frenzy. Alright, it's time to take care of some errands that have been on our to-do list for quite some time. Here we blow the finger horn as Count Ymir gave us the tools to do so. Are we kissing it? And upon returning to the Count, we discover that he is cradling Yuri. And Yuri is one of them little finger babies. Oh, it's a freaking hand? I don't know if I ever voiced this during the video series, but my theory is these little finger babies and those big ass deathly hands that we come across in the open world are results of the many failed attempts of various folk to transcend into the two fingers, or perhaps some other fingers. Anyway, Ymir gives us the location of a second finger rune, which looks to be in the northeastern part of the map that we will explore momentarily. But first we're going down into the little chasm, home to a nice little river that we failed to explore back in the early game. This is directly below the northwestern ancient ruins that we also need to journey through. Here we found a mausoleum home to one red bear spirit. This guy's got beast claws too. We used to be like you. And the claws on this guy are not to be underestimated. Oh shit, this guy's kind of kicking my ass. That was a cool... I have that ability to do that too with my claws. That was his power attack. Turns out he's using a different sort of special claw attack. This is I am the true beast man here. Come! But I had to bust out my old claws. Rah! We're just missing each other to determine who the true apex predator was. This is the battle of the century. Oh shit, dude, his power attack is freaking... I can do it too. I have no stamina. I can't do it. I lied. Ah. Oh, he got me with the blood loss. I keep missing. I won't lie. Red Bear is a formidable opponent indeed. Oh, that was sick. I don't know what I did there, but that was pretty cool. And I am honored to have fought someone also mastered in the art of the claw. Never mind the fact that I've used like 10 healing potions and this guy's only used one. It's no big deal. Come, Red Bear. This is truly a battle of animals. And speaking of claws, we'll be taking this new set out on a test drive for the foreseeable future. Ah! Wait, I want to end it on something cooler. Let me end it on something cooler. Here! 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 Yeah! I am the true animal king. Animal style. Wait, he got red bear claws though. We found another ruined forge, perhaps our last one of the series. In this one, these golem smiths have evolved and now they can throw shit at me, which is very painful. Bye-bye. Oh! Oh! But we persevere, find a bunch of smith script weapons, but the ultimate prize at the end was this summon of Telu, the Golem Smith, the guardian deity of smithery and the progenitor of the fist launching technique that we got a first-hand look at just a moment ago. We stumbled upon another great red bear, and with this victory, I think we've pretty much gotten all the extracurriculars one could want for an animal style build. Yeah, we don't care about the ground shakes anymore. One more! Okay, that bear was a little spicier than the other bear. That bear was moving earth. This roar is pretty cool. Probably won't be using it though, because I suck at switching between items and equipment in the heat of battle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You've seen my skills. Wait, I kind of like this. Wait, this thing is sick. By the way, we're in another catacomb, this one at the very end of, and our last stop in, the Scorpion River. Inside and strewn about are these death blight eyes. Why am I getting... Oh, there's a thing up there, I see. But luckily, I have a solution to this problem. What a loser. My master strategy has worked. I am unaffected by your gaze. By your purview, by your sight, googly-eyed one. Death cannot find me. We're just so inconspicuous, you know? The boss that awaits us at the end here is another Death Knight, which is cool because I like the Death Knight fight design, but I was kind of hoping to come across something new. No! He grabbed me. I feel like we were kind of going ham there for a hot second too. Nevertheless, our new bear claws have a really good special attack, and our animal style has been leveled up quite a bit since our first encounter with one of these. All right, we just eat him with the bear claws. We just tank it. We just tank. We go. Just go.
Go!
Now it's time to tackle one of the last areas on our map, the hinterlands. It's a bit of a full circle moment here as there are a few tree sentinels barring our path, and I can't help but think back to the first time we set foot in Limgrave. I am animal style now, and I come for remembrance, to just vibe out and remember our times together, even though, was that your cousin, perhaps? That was Ted? Ted from the early game? Oh yeah, we've come a long way. We handled that tree sentinel. And on the hills above, we come across this idyllic village, looking peaceful, happy, and serene. Wow, it's so peaceful. Wow, look at the birds. The little doves flying off. But there's some big lore implications here. A minor Erdtree. Marika bathed the village of her home in gold, knowing full well that there was no one to heal. Oh, is this where Marika... Was she from here? Yeah, this very well could have been Marika's old stomping grounds. We found another tie-in right here. A golden braid cut from Marika herself as an offering to the grandmother, perhaps whose likeness is seen on this statue. Moving further into the hinterlands, we find another falling star beast. Not a fully grown one, but these still remain some of my favorite enemies to encounter in the open world. Not only are they purveyors of purple powers, but I still imagine that they would make a great steed one day if I was ever able to tame one. Goodbye, falling star beast of the purple power variety. And there's actually not that much else going on in the hinterlands here. A pretty calm zone to travel through for the most part. We blew the finger horn, or rang the finger bell, and now it's time to head back to Count Ymir, who gives us another ruins map. Oh, there's another ruins map. This one depicting an awfully familiar looking location. Is that where we are right now? That's this building. Is that right out here? Ymir goes on to talk about Marika and the fingers, and according to my interpretation, how they were misguided from the start, perhaps by the greater will, doomed to fail or perhaps to cause much division and turmoil because of the mother that guided them. And it feels like he's hinting towards, what if there was some other mother to guide them? A quick reset of the area, we find Count Ymir missing, and in his place there is secret tunnels. So let's head down the secret tunnel. Guys, there's a ladder there. Who put there's why wasn't there a big red sign that said use the ladder, use the ladder? Underneath the church is a creepy finger cavern of sorts, as well as... Hello. Oh, Anna. Wait. Was that the name of the doll that we found? Anna is indeed the name of a doll or puppet that we found during our travels, and coincidentally wears the same armor as Yolan, Ymir's bodyguard. What are these claws? Okay, goodbye, Anna. That was the name of the doll that we found, right? Or the puppet. There's another finger to blow down here. Okay, we're gonna blow the hole? Or blow the bell? We're blowing? The horn of Helm Hammerhand shall sound in the deep once again, leading us to our next big encounter. Well, that's like a finger looking good. That's what that is. I'll tell you that much. Everyone, please give a hand and a warm welcome to Metyr, Mother of Fingers. Oh, it's tickling me. It's diddling. Whoa! Lasers! I think our new bear claws are extra potent against the supple skin of this finger amalgamation. Oh, guys, I think we're... Uh-oh, what the? Oh! Whoa! What is that? It's a ball. Uh-oh, glowy ball. Oh! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah, many balls! And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enraptured by the shiny ball this thing possesses. Many balls? Oh my god, this finger is so majestic. What? I don't know if this is purely purple powers, but there's definitely some semblance of PP origins here. You know what's Is that purple Whoa, that's a majestic looking. All right, it's time to first try this boss, just as we normally do. Let's do it. It's doing something. Guys, I think we're too strong for the fingers. Ah! Oh. Uh-oh, these are big booms. Big booms. Oh, many big booms. Ah! Well, I'm not gonna lie, we were kind of doing some fat damage, it felt like. No, but for real, I don't imagine having much trouble clearing this fight. It's fingering me! Because we have animal-like reflexes. Uh-oh, laser! And the tracking ability of the deadliest predators. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. Oh, it went up there. It came from behind. Here's some more cat-like reflexes for you. I dare you. Here. Uh-oh. Wait, there's a little finger bit. It keeps fingering me. And throughout all of this, we still can take the time to pay homage to the big, bright laser ball in the sky. Everyone pay homage to the great laser of the balls. Very magnificent balls. But let's not forget about the little balls either. Uh-oh, these are gonna explode? This has to be a record for how quickly Kev has talked this much about balls and fingering. You just got held in the auto mod for sex words, okay? I'm just gonna let you know that. So, but I'm gonna approve your sex words. But let everyone know that Sam is a sex deviant, according to Twitch. Here is our third try. I had a lot of fun with this one. It's a goofy yet majestic fight, the whole idea of it, and I love it. Dude, I like the way it just... I like the way it just... Like we're just kind of going ham here. You see that? Ooh. Here. Okay, should we just end it? We can just end it. We can just end it if we want to. Him! Is it flying? It's doing the thing! I love his spinny move. You know what? Watch this. The power of my Let it be known that I've defeated a boss with my Smith script dagger. Pronunciation? Okay, now there's still some big lore implications here, but a lot of what's going on kind of confuses me as it pertains to Count Ymir. Yeah, it kind of just like warped away. I thought it was about to like explode or combust or something. Let's start here though, the remembrance. Metyr, the mother of fingers, is the mother of, you guessed it, the two fingers, as well as all the little finger babies. She is also the daughter of the greater will. In a sense, we can kind of see the bureaucracy of the greater will, from the greater will to the mother of fingers, to the two fingers, down to Marika. Sure, perhaps some things get muddled up in the process. And apparently, us defeating Metyr has wounded Count Ymir. Thus, Yolan is here to fight us. Wait, hold on. Wait, can you chill out for a second? Can we talk about this? I thought we were companions. Which kind of also confuses me because if Count Ymir wanted to be the mother, did we not just do him a favor by removing the previous mother? Or perhaps it has to do with the fact that Metyr seemingly just poofed away and actually didn't die?
My dear star.
Well, I'm sorry.
Fine mother. You will be.
My shining star, grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers.
Ascending to motherhood seems to be what Ymir wants. He's stating it here, plus he's birthing his own little hands, just as Metyr would. You keep spitting out hands. Wow, there's so many hands. Oh, the hands! There's so many hands! How many hands you gonna be spitting out? The Count is actually really shifty. He be poofing away every time I get in melee range. But then I remembered my training in the art of war. Let me learn you something here. Okay, so okay. This is a lesson to all of you in the art of war. Wait for your opponent to give birth, then you strike. Okay? That's the best time to strike. That's when they're most vulnerable. Okay? That's that I think Sun Tzu said that was like lesson number 1. Like right now! Ah!
Forgive me, Yolan. Truly, I desired to be your mother.
I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused. To finish things off, we use the Iris of Grace on Yolan, giving us her summon.
It lies.
You said you wanted light, bitch! And then we ushered Anna into the Spirit Ashes, and now they are reunited once more. Yolan and Anna. Oh. Here we are, the ancient ruins of Rauah. Perhaps the last big unexplored area before getting to the end of Shadow of the Erdtree. Definitely a lot of nooks and crannies to explore here, but I'm just vibing with the environment and reminiscing on our progress so far. What of you, huh? What of you? I found myself wandering around for quite some time, the large underground ruins sometimes feeling like a maze. You know, I was hoping I could just spam my attacks and it would have just killed them all. That's not quite how that worked. But these are the paths that we must take to reach lower ground, lest we tempt the most unpredictable force of all, gravity. Ah! Ah! Yeah! Who put that gravity there? And there was no shortage of danger found in the ruins. Is that? Oh! Oh! Yeah, we done got sniped right there, huh? Somewhere along the journey, we found this message from our sensei, Dryleaf Dane, someone who is also pursuing Mikola's path. Remember this impassable area over in Ballarat? Well, the sealing tree is here in the ruins, and they're gonna need some hot fire to burn it down, which I believe we can accommodate. We found a crucible-looking knight, another one of my favorite enemies in Elden Ring. What the hell was that? Did you just turn into a centaur or something? This one is unique looking for sure, and one of the few named ones we've come across. Take this! Yeah, that Crucible Knight was sick. It seems Devonia, the most veteran of the Crucible Knights, came here to seek out the origins of the Crucible, and the ruins continue to bless us with all kinds of treasure. Dryleaf Whirlwind? This is another Dryleaf Art's secret technique, something we'll definitely be experimenting with. Unfortunately, this might be the end of our summer blockbuster movie idea, as the star of the show decided it was time to invade us. Wait, that's it? You're just gonna show up? You're not gonna say anything? I thought we were homies. I was producing your movie. I was into it. I was rooting for you. So in lieu of having this A-list celebrity as the main role, it was time for us to practice our showmanship. Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! That's how you direct an action movie. You spin kick, horn sent. But I suppose it makes sense why he came for my ass, given the retribution that, in his art, Marika and the Tarnished deserve. He tried to get me. I was trying to help him on his path for vengeance. Oh, but then he was like on Mikola's side after. I kind of forgot. Now, I did find it curious that there was a lot of scarlet rots around the area, but this is the reason why. Romina, Saint of the... Oh, this is the Bud Saint. Oh, wait, I don't see... Ah! Unfortunately, I missed the cool ass summon for this fight, so we let Romina have her way with us. Let me just let Romina... Oh, that was kind of sick. Take me, Romina, because I must see what the summon is. Take me! Take me! Ah! Because the summon for this fight is... What do we got? My friend Dane. Yo! It's about to be the master and the student working together.
Master and student have been reunited one more time for this epic showdown.
I can't see. I missed. Oh, she missed. Oh, get him, Dryleaf Dane. Yes. Spinning kick. I missed.
And I would take this opportunity to show Dryleaf Dane how much we've grown since our fateful meeting.
Spinning kick. Ow. Spinning kick. Bah. It's rolling?
Yeah, I was basically just spamming my spinning kicks for this one.
Spinning kick. Oh. The Dryleaf Arts is too strong.
Which wasn't super efficient because Romina has a bad habit of moving away from my spinning kicks.
Spinning. We're just gonna spinning kick. Spinning. Uh-oh.
Admittedly, it was difficult to close the distance at times.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
It basically became a war of attrition.
Spinning kick. I missed. I keep missing my spinning kicks.
How many spinning kicks could I land?
Romina just keeps running around. I can't spinning kick. Spinning kick.
Before Dryleaf Dane dropped dead from exhaustion.
Okay, we can't. I don't think the spinning kicks are working out very well. She's too fast.
And the answer is not enough spinning kicks.
Spinning. Heal. Oh, Dryleaf Dane is down. Spinning kick. Goodbye, Romina, the Saint Bud. That was master and student. The power of the Dryleaf Arts reveals itself. Have you tried a spinning kick? Guys, I don't think the spinning kick was working out very well.
With Romina defeated, we now have access to the sealing tree.
We're always burning trees. This already looks burnt, you know? We're burning it again.
However, there's still a little bit more exploration we need to do in these ancient ruins.
Son of a bitch. It's one of those guys.
Here is another divine beast dancing lion.
Palm! Strike again!
I wasn't gonna take this guy lightly.
I ain't messing around with no divine beast, man. These guys, oh dude, he's about to go fight. Palm! We missed.
Except this one had a little bit of a surprise waiting for us.
What the hell is that? No! I don't like those! No! I'm running?
Not only is this divine beast channeling the powers of death,
the wind's the one where that we capital. Ow! Again?
It's also summoning those big old googly-eyed things. And well, let's not forget about the usual elements.
This is bringing back memories? Frostbitten!
The dancing lions are not to be trifled with in general.
Oh wait, I forgot about these. Okay, hold on.
But the extra death elements and ads make this a little bit spicy.
Death blighted.
It took 4 tries to fell this boss, but with the beast defeated, I am pretty satisfied with our exploration of these ruins.
There it is. Boom! Boom, 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 boom! These divine beast dancing lions might be one of the cooler enemies they have in this game.
It's time to burn down that sealing tree, giving us access to an entirely new zone.
Oh yeah, look at that flame spreading there. That area looks to have some elevation, so.
Welcome to Anir Elam, our last stop for this Elden Ring journey.
This kind of reminds me of Farum Azula, slightly.
Once again, I'm just kind of wandering around and savoring this moment, as this is the last undiscovered parcel of land or level here in Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree. A place where Miquella has perhaps fully abandoned all that shackles him to his former self.
I abandon here all my fears. If only it was that easy. If only I could do that as well.
And a place where the horned warriors encapsulate the strength of their divine beasts.
Yo! He has an animal thing!
As many of them wield elemental powers and don lion heads.
I also have an animal. Palm! Yeah! Palm! Yeah! We trading heavy blows? Yeah! We're just trading as true animal style warriors are wont to do. We stand there, we trade heavy blows. It's like watching one of those slap fights. Have you guys seen one of those slap fights before?
While one of them was a bit goofier than you might expect,
Hello? My guy? Are you okay?
Another one of them was quite troublesome.
This guy's wind. Oh, shit. I think we just got stun locked.
I mean, they all have the power to wreck your shit.
Wow! Dude, these guys are kicking my ass.
But the one channeling the power of wind was extra spicy.
Let me cue a palm strike up. Palm!
Which is ironic because wind mode was our best opportunity to take down the dancing lion.
Fuck you, dude. Dude.
But with a little bit of perseverance, we make it to maybe my most favorite part of the entire DLC.
I knew this moment would come, Letta.
It was never kind of Metyr, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along.
A little bit of both.
You might ascend to lordship.
Yeah.
Come to these lands to begin with.
Here we are confronted by Letta, who has discovered the truth of our eventual path to Elden Lordship in some form or another. And in Royal Rumble fashion with a tag team twist, it is Team Animal style facing off against Team Miquella.
Be summoned to challenge Needle Knight Letta and her allies. And then what's this? Oh, Teolier! What's up, my guy? Who's this? Ansbach, yo, he's got a scythe.
How we've helped these adventurers throughout this journey determines who is participating.
This sounds like it's gonna be an epic thing. Now, this makes sense here too, because Teolier is all about that Saint Trina, and Saint Trina was like, no, Miquella.
So I'm gonna show you this fight without any narration. My goal was to witness as much dialogue between these combatants as possible.
I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with a Moog soldier. How about dying side by side with a friend?
Don't you dare approach Miquella the Kind. Needle Knight's Letter.
Oh yeah, Dryleaf Dane! The master! My master! My master! Oh yeah, he was following Miquella. And there's there's Freya. Yeah.
Come, Freya.
I could not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
You know, I respected Radahn. I respected Radahn, Freya.
Bah! Ah! Bah, bah, bah! Ah!
Let me heal up, Freya.
Wow! Yo, is that more? More, my guy! Whoa! More! Why'd you throw? More! The betrayal! More! I thought we were friends! I thought you liked me!
I am Ansbach of the pure.
Go get him, Ansbach!
I stand with blade aloft.
Yes!
Fire.
Moog beat the allegations!
Master Moog.
He beat the alligator. I mean, he was still probably up to some crazy shit, but you know.
Tragedy this is.
Wait, I just want to hear all the dialogue.
It will be my honor to test my blade against a redmane.
Yeah, go get her, because she's trying to kick my ass.
Wait, more! I helped your brood!
Oh, they're both coming for me. More, I helped your brood. Oh! Wait, chill. I'm gonna, here, maybe I'll go tag more.
Miquella the Kind will help us forget.
Oh, that's what your thing was. Oh, that's what it was.
Blade sets my heart aflutter. All the more I yearn to crush it in my grasp.
Ansbach, you doing okay, buddy?
Righteous tarnished. It appears that our interests have aligned.
Okay, they're really far away from my palm blast.
So it is that we do not meet today as enemies.
Hey, Moog beat the allegations, brother.
My blade.
I've been rotted.
Closely.
Wait, where's Teolier?
Wait, my master's here now. No! Master! I gotta spin kick you! Spinning kick! Bap, 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 bap. Oh, shit! He's here!
Teolier? Master, you taught me this move.
Palm strike!
I am deeply sorry
Oh my god.
for doubting you.
It's all good, Teolier.
Only to grant sympathy
Put him to sleep!
to a wish. I will stop Miquella the Kind.
Wait, I just want to watch.
Never become a god.
Yeah.
Make him go night-night, Teolier.
How readily the sensation returns.
Goodbye, Freya.
The runaway spirit of war.
I'm sorry for speaking to
Okay.
you as a compatriot.
We have a little bit of health in a dream, but that's all we need.
Simul,
I do not wish to fight you. I have no purpose I must see through.
Wait, I just wanted to hear more of the dialogue. Wait, does every character?
Your suspicions were dead on. In the end, I could not bear it.
Wait, does every character have some dialogue with the other characters? Because that's why I was like, I didn't want to kill Freya, because I'm like, what if Freya and like, I don't know, Tioli are gonna talk to each other?
And I, fighting. Tragedy this is.
It is a tragedy, Moore. Is it because I told you to forget about? I like how I think Moore's heavy rolling here, guys. Freya and Ansbach were definitely talking about what an honor it would be to duel each other. Ba 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 ba. Wait, is Dane gonna have dialogue? Dane doesn't like ever really speak, right? Moore's down. Moore has died. Dude, Dryleaf Dane is going ham. Just look at him bouncing around, man. Dryleaf Dane's sick. Our sensei is the only one left here. Look at them go. Look, Tioli is kind of agile, but look at Dryleaf Dane go, man. I think he's a very silent type, right? So, yeah, look at that. He knows the technique. He dodged the technique like a boss. All right, Master. I'm sorry I had to do this, Master. My friends, my allies, I knew I can count on you. Why are you walking away from me? I want to embrace you. Let me hug you, Ansbach. Our enemies did drop some items, giving us more insight into their characters, but a lot of which we already knew. Something that did stand out, though, about Letta was that she murdered her own comrades, her fellow Needle Knights, who were also in service to Mikola. So the question is, did she do it because those other Needle Knights were perhaps only charmed by Mikola and not true devotees, or, and I could totally see this happening, did she do it so she could have Mikola all to herself? Dane's parting gift to us is of a similar knowledge of the martial arts he once taught us, except this technique is more kicking based. We'll definitely be using this moving forward. And now, there's only one thing standing in the way of us completing our Elden Ring adventure. And what could be more fitting than one of the hardest boss fights I've ever done, not just in Elden Ring, but in gaming as a whole.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival.
Hello? Is that you?
Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Oh shit. Those swords are giving off an awfully familiar aura right now. The purple powers! The purple sparks. He's not so big as before, but you know. Should I bust out the Radahn swords for this one? Hello, Radahn. It's been a long... Oh, my game just froze! Wow! Oh my god. Wait, we just died. Radahn, hold on. You froze my game for a hot second. Why would you do that to me? First try, let's go.
Everybody, welcome to Promised Consort Radahn.
Dryleaf Fun's technique, secret technique! He's on the walls! Why is he on the walls? Was he Spider-Man?
A fight that everyone hails as the hardest boss fight.
Ba 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 ba. That's like a little no!
But whether this eclipses Millennia's difficulty remains to be seen.
We're getting used to his little combos here. Ba ba ba. Okay, we didn't. Okay. We're learning the combos, learning the combinations.
As both fights happen at very different points of my Elden Ring career.
Okay, so is that the pull in? Yeah, that's the pull in. Yeah, that's a big boom there.
But as I learned a handful of attempts later, phase 2 is really where things start to pick up.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we got him with a little bit of frost. Of course, there's another phase, isn't there? I think we're getting a good hang of phase 1. Still gonna take a lot more tries here, but now he's powering up. He's looking all kinds of red. He hasn't said anything since we've gotten here, huh? Can you speak? Will you speak?
Lord brother. At long last you are returned.
It's the feet. Free feet.
Tarnished one.
POV.
Aspiring lord of the old order.
You would like to create a new order.
If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Miquella, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Oh great, so he's just gonna be hanging on his shoulders like that? That seems, you got your own backpack? Boom! Dry leaf arts technique! Oh shit! Oh shit, no hugs! No hugs!
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
You know, that sounds kinda nice. Wait, that sounded kinda nice. That was kinda nice, actually. That was kinda sick. Wow! Whoa! 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 Whoa, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, 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 chill. Whoa! Anime moves? That's gonna explode. Dry leaf secret art technique. Boom! Oh, that's keeping me in there. Yep. I can't see shit. Oh boy. Okay. All right. There was a lot happening there. This guy was okay. You know things are getting serious when these bosses start bringing out the anime moves. When they start glowing a light quite brightly and, like, you know, dashing.
All right, let's get into this prog. Of course, we'll spend many attempts just trying to get used to this fight as a whole.
We just eat it. It's fine. It wasn't fine.
But the current goal is phase 1 familiarity and opening stagger combinations.
One more. Maybe we get the stagger and who knows. That wasn't enough for a stagger. Maybe third time is the charm. That is. Okay, so we need 3 big booms and maybe a little bit extra on top to get them.
Which ended up being, let's face tank Radahn's hits with the power of the palm strike.
We do another one. Right here. Okay, we have our opening combo. We just tank the shit out of his attacks and we heal up. And then we're chilling.
3 palm strikes within a certain time frame of each other will guarantee a stagger for us.
Oh, we can get one more in here. Yeah, this is this puny hits. Puny hits, puny hits. Puny hits. Radahn.
Because Radahn's got a lot of poise. He's a tanky guy, and if our palm strikes are too far apart from each other, it won't guarantee a stagger.
Palm. There should be a stagger, maybe? That wasn't a stagger. Ah! Okay, we're gonna do another palm. Maybe this will be a stagger. Okay, that's the stagger. Whoa! I couldn't capitalize.
But this is the path I have chosen for myself in phase 1 as an animal style martial artist, which is to just trade blows with Radahn to show him who the true beast really is. But yeah, phase 1 is really about learning those basic combinations. There's not too much else going on. This purple pull-in might be the most devastating thing about this phase.
Oh, we lived somehow.
I would eventually learn that the pull-in itself is dodgeable, but spam rolling once pulled in does yield pretty decent results.
Okay, at least we know we can make it out of that now.
And sure, he's got the purple meteors here.
Oh, never mind. We just get our face pummeled by that, that's fine.
Which doesn't hurt too much, but it's probably a good idea to figure out some sort of dodge pattern here.
Going into the danger? Oh, okay.
Because everything he does in phase 1 is part of his portfolio in phase 2.
Oh shit!
Except with some added pizzazz on top.
What the fuck is that? What the hell was that?
Like these big basic combinations again.
Okay, that was shades of the same kind of combo he does in the first phase, except now he's got some like light.
This one specifically is the one I'd really get intimate with.
Oh, that hurts.
Because not only is he summoning these pillars of light with every hit,
okay, there's a whole bunch of light going on around there.
he's got a chonky light pull up at the end of the combination that just wrecked me.
Oh, I mistimed that. Oh, I mistimed that one.
There was one moment where I, for some reason, was like, let me jump these light beams. Surely that will work.
Jump! For some reason, I thought jumping it would. They're clearly going up.
But this is shades of what he does in phase 1, except instead of pulling up the earth, he's pulling up light. And this is the specific combination that I noted would be one of our best opportunities to capitalize on his downtime.
Aha! We dodged that one clean! Progress!
While that was the main attack combination I was keeping an eye on, he's still doing all the other ones from the previous phase as well.
It's just the same as phase 1. We just gotta get back in the rhythm of his basic combos again.
The number of combos he has and the slight nuances of their attack speeds and delays can be a bit challenging.
Oh, it's when I get it's the same basic combos. We've dodged the basic combos, except I just get hung up. Oh man.
And it's so easy to get caught up in the spin cycle of not just his normal attacks, but the light pillars that follow the swings as well.
Hold on. He just got caught up in the wombo combo there.
Just like Millennia and a plethora of other bosses in the DLC, I really have to be patient when trying to heal and make sure I get through the combination first.
Yeah, okay. We just got caught up in the combo again, and I was like, should I just try to spam a heal? Didn't quite work out that well.
Mastering these basics was one of my keys to success.
Oh my god.
But let's get into some of the visual eye candy that happens in phase 2.
Ow! What are you doing to me?
I call this his 5 shadow clone do attack because he's moving really fast here.
Whoa! Okay, we just got caught in that. Yo, that was insane.
And there's 2 variations to this. Here's the one that happens during normal combat, and then there's the one that follows up his purple meteors, ending in a really big boom.
A little bit of health in a dream. Okay. I just got my face blasted by freaking meteor. Purple power meteors there.
Yeah, this one's pretty punishing and difficult to naturally dodge, which we kind of did a couple of times.
Dude, he keeps doing this one. Oh, we did something there.
But this attack in combination with the purple meteors had me questioning something.
I'm trying to decide if maybe I try to like outrun it.
And we kind of stumbled upon the answer during this attempt, where I happened to just be really far away from Radahn.
Okay, so he can't, there's a range to that. We outran it.
All things to consider as we move forward. Radahn's got this little mini 2 shadow clone attack as well.
Aha! We dodged it! The hugs!
Don't be mistaken by the footage you're seeing. I got clipped by this very often.
Oh, we dodged that one. We didn't dodge that though.
Yeah, if my roll timing is off, I'm gonna get hit, but it's not too punishing. I think the key for this one is dodging more towards the left, at least on the second swing, to avoid those light pillars. He does this light dash as well.
Secret arts technique. Palm strike! I missed.
Which we ended up just naturally dodging most of the time via proximity.
What is that? Oh, okay.
If we're close up, it's not gonna hit. But if we're further out, it's definitely gonna clip us. The T-pose big boom is a great time to take a little break, re-heal, and rebuff up.
This is a blessing. We can get out of here. Oh, we can't get out of there.
The hugs are a nice change of pace as well. I appreciate somebody making the effort to reach out to me during these trying times.
Bah, bah, bah. Oh, we're getting hugged again, but it's a nice hug. Yeah, I like compassion. Compassion's nice. We need more compassion in this world. Please! Show me some compassion.
Though I do think we got hugged to death maybe twice during our time with Radahn and Miquella.
Oh, the hug!
Where are we going? Where are we gonna go?
Oh, the hug. It was so compassionate. My heart was stolen. In the DLC, we've succumbed to depression and we've had our hearts stolen. What more can you ask for? But I learned quite quickly that dodging a hug leads to a great attack opportunity. I think these are the main mechanics that stood out to me, the ones I knew I needed to improve on for a greater chance of success. Like I call this one his little light dance, but it happens so infrequently that I pretty much treat it like dodging the basic combinations. Okay. He hasn't done that one very often. This is everything that I was slowly realizing, internalizing, and working through during or after our 68 Radahn attempts that night. A challenging fight indeed, eclipsing both the bald-bearing hunter and Mohg. And while we would spend most of the night floundering around 40 to 50% of his health bar, there was one really magical run that we had. Okay, we got hugged there.
I promise you.
We dodged that one. Okay, we're getting the timing down for that. I don't know, we just somehow dodged that one, but it's fine. I don't know what that is. I'm healing. I'm healing. Wow! I don't know where he went, but I'm healing again. I'm charging one up. Oh, a little bit of health in a dream. That's all we got. I forgot he does that again. Oh, we got the frost proc right at the end. So that was day 1 of Promised Consort Radahn Prog, and coming into day 2, I decided that this was it. This was the day that we would beat Radahn and finish this Elden Ring journey. So we would make the effort to experiment and implement many improvements based on my understanding of the mechanics, and I would be willing to bust out my trump card if need be. Right off rip, I took my idea of outrunning the purple Metyr 5 shadow clone attack and put it into action. Okay, can we just like outrun this? Maybe we have to like, oh, that kind of worked. Okay, that was better. And this is something that I'd try to replicate as often as possible. Let's run the F away, and we're gonna go boop, boop, boop. Oh! Results still vary indeed, and we're building up that consistency. Okay, we're gonna dip out, we're dipping out, and then we're gonna scoop, 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 and we're gonna roll. Woo! Okay, that one was okay. It could have been better, but it feels good to have a winning condition to shoot for that mechanic. And while that worked out pretty well, we're still a bit green on these big purple and yellow combinations. That's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one. That's a big one right there. But our efforts to improve on his basic attacks are showing results as I started being able to dodge and mitigate these flurries. Our ability to dodge all of his different kinds of combinations was really improving. It felt like we were back in Millennia territory again, where I tried to exercise the utmost patience that I could. But you know me, I like big bonking and going aggressive sometimes. And aside trying to dodge his purple pullin', here's one last minor change. This one is subtle, but I'm trying to maximize uptime during this Mohg attack. Just like we did with Mohg, a little bit of health in a dream. Positioning myself behind Radahn instead of dodging gives me time to get some damage in. Okay, the dream's dead. That might be a PR for how long we've survived phase 2. It felt kind of lengthy and girthy. You don't know what I'm saying? So while working towards all of this, and during our 5th attempt of this new night, we reached a survivability PR in phase 2. Though we didn't get Radahn's health super low, we survived phase 2 for almost 3.5 minutes. And a handful of attempts later, we had another lengthy 3-minute phase 2, while also making good progress on Radahn's health. I don't know what that was. That was kind of sick. Okay. All right. You know what? It was not too bad. We were kind of just, he was just hanging around 50% health for a while.
It felt like we were really learning the fight, and I have no doubt that a victory with the animal style martial arts would have happened at some point. However, I was so determined to get this fight finished that I decided it was time to bust out my trump cards. That's right, I'm bringing the big bonk back, baby. Let's go, and ceremoniously, we're going to use Radahn's swords. And one of the big reasons for this is that during these really difficult boss fights, it feels like there's only so much downtime to get attacks in. And even when I tried to get some normal combos going in lieu of the palm strikes in phase 2, it didn't feel like we were really making use of the successive attack potential. Probably a product of just my experience with that playstyle and my current build, both of which are more suited to the big bonk. And well, let me tell you, it just felt natural wielding something so colossal and girthy once more.
Just full heal this. That's the big delayed one. Oh, he still got caught up. I couldn't get around his body there. Oh, that would have been huge if we could get that one off. Okay, little hugs never hurt. We like being hugged. We like the compassion. Okay, all right, perfect dodge. I see it, I see it. We're gonna go this way. I'm going this way. 3, 4, now! Now! And then we go boom! And we go boom again! I don't know what that was, but we're doing boom again! Boom again! Oh, shit. Okay, we run? I forgot. He's just gonna do a big boom, right? I'll do it. Oh! Goodbye, Radahn! No! Ah! Big boom! The purple power. Should I run off? I'm not gonna run off for this one. We'll stay here. We'll stay here and enjoy that one. We'll just vibe. We're just gonna vibe. We're not gonna get too overly excited. We'll just appreciate the prog for what it was. That was a good prog right there. That was good prog. That was a good fight. That was challenging. That was a challenging fight. We went back to unreliable. I do think we could have done it with the fist, but we did it. We did it. Go brush your teeth!
And well, that's the story of how we defeated Promised Consort Radahn. Now typically, I would run off the screen in excitement after defeating a boss like this, but for this one, I just wanted to pay my respects, because what a fitting end this was, and a magnificent way to capstone this entire Elden Ring adventure. 86 total attempts, not near the amount of tries it took to defeat Millennia, but both very different circumstances. Without beating Millennia, who pushed me to level up as an Elden Ring player, I would not have been able to defeat Radahn, so both exist in perfect harmony. We were greeted with this cutscene showing a young Miquella promising to become a god and speaking out to Radahn hoping he'd become his consort, and canonically, it looks like Teolier and Ansbach perished in this final confrontation with Radahn and Miquella, but that's pretty much how this DLC ends. No other grand cutscenes or exposition. And to celebrate the completion of this journey, I booted up the seamless co-op mod. I'm assuming that's someone from No, Master Fart's dead, just to get a little taste of what the online experience was like.
Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick! Spinning kick.
One of the cool things about this is it showed my total deaths for the entire playthrough to other players. The game counted 1,306 deaths, while my mods tallied 1,277 total. So we were off by 29 deaths for the entire playthrough, not too shabby at all. Plus I got a chance to see some of y'all's tarnish in the flesh.
I'm gonna charge up a palm strike.
It does seem like Elden Ring PvP might be a bit of a roll fest.
Dry leaf farts technique. I have no stamina, chill.
But pretty cool to see this side of the game.
Oh, that just one-shot me. The ping seams. Guy just destroyed Sam. Come get me. Fuck. Dude, what the heck is that finger thing? Holy shit.
Oh! And, well, we just chilled and got some time to talk about this experience as a whole, which I will address right now. Boom! What's going on? Hello. Hello there, hope you are doing well. I figured this would be a great opportunity for us to have a digital face-to-face, kind of like one of my scripted, candid moments to conclude what is our last video in this Elden Ring journey. The journey of playing Elden Ring for the first time is finished. We beat the base game, we beat the DLC. This is the last video of that journey. However, I do have plans to make another Elden Ring video, a capstone video talking about the game as a whole, but not necessarily let me take you step by step through my experience, but more of a overarching, here's why I think Elden Ring is good or stands out or is different, or by the way, I'm just coming off the top of the dome with this one, so expect a lot of jump cuts. Here's another jump cut. All right. But no, I wanted to take this time to not only talk about my experience with the DLC, but talk about this whole project as a whole. Let's talk about the DLC first, because some people have been asking me about that. What do I think of the DLC? I thought the DLC was fine. I thought the DLC was good. You know why? Because it felt just like Elden Ring base game to me, right? As someone who played the base game and hopped straight into the DLC and didn't have to wait years or whatever. It felt like Elden Ring, which in this case is a good thing, because Elden Ring is a good thing. So more of that is better. It was girthy enough, I would say, as far as the amount of content in there. I definitely got my money's worth, I would say, for both the base game and the DLC. Let's talk about the story real quick. I guess the big question is, you know, in my mind, was Miquella doing something bad or good, or right? I guess it really depends on your perspective. I was thinking about this a little bit. Miquella, it would seem that Miquella in his mind was going about things in the way that he thought was best for the future of this world. That's why during the fight, he was kind of like telling us, like, if you truly believe, or like if you truly want what's best for mankind or whatever. I'm paraphrasing and generalizing. He's like, step down, let us take the lead, right? Just chill, let us do this. So I think in his mind, he truly believed that he was doing something good, something right. Now, I do think, to Saint Trina's point though, it does seem like maybe Miquella shed all the things that made him Miquella in the first place, right? He shed his flesh, his humanity, his left arms, and his eyeballs, and his fear, and all that stuff, right? All the things that made him Miquella, and all the reasons why people love Miquella for Miquella, you know, shedding all of that, getting rid of all that to become, you know, some sort of robotic god. That's not the right word, but you get what I'm saying, right? Maybe there's like a double-edged sword to that. It's kind of ironic when you think about it, right? All the things that made him good or relatable or personable, that gave him this vision for a peaceful, a perfect future or whatever, those are the things he shed. He gave those up in order to obtain that vision. So
yeah, I don't know. I just like the rest of the story. I think it's ambiguous enough, but I'll probably end up learning more as I continue to consume these lore videos. So, God, I hope that was coherent enough. I usually script things out a lot of the times when it comes to making these videos, so good luck editing, Kev.
God, I hope that was coherent enough. I usually script things out a lot of the times when it comes to making these videos, so good luck editing, Kev. But I did want to
talk about this project as a whole. This whole Elden Ring journey started with the premise of, is Elden Ring the greatest game of all time? Which if you're watching this now, if you've made it to the end right now, chances are you've watched the other videos and you've tuned into some of the live streams. You've heard me say time and time again that I don't really care. I never really cared if Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time. All I cared about was that it was a fun game, that being the greatest game of all time doesn't necessarily matter to me. It was more of a hook to grab your attention. If I were to answer that question, I would say I don't know if Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time, because for me, I need to let things sit for a long time before I can say, yeah, that was one of my favorite movies, the greatest movie, you know, books, TV shows, whatever, right? When I think back on, you know, the greatest experiences and moments and, you know, anything that I've consumed in my life, I usually think about the journey that I was on at that time. What was I doing at that time? What was I feeling? And how does thinking about this thing, this medium, how does that make me feel? You know, when I think about, you know, some of my favorite movies or music, I think back to, I was coming of age in high school. I was hanging out with my friends. We were doing stupid right? You know what I mean? We were learning new things. I was, you know, improving as a, whatever, right? Those are the feelings I get. So I need to let Elden Ring sit for a while. Objectively, I think it's a great game. But when I think about for me, subjectively, or objectively for myself, what is the greatest game of all time? It's more than just, you know, the mechanics of the game, blah, blah, blah. It's, how does it make me feel? Which I will say for Elden Ring, I will always remember my time playing it and associate my time playing it with all of you. So for me, I know somewhere down the line when I think back on Elden Ring, I know 100% for sure that I will associate it with the time in my life where I was trying to become a better editor and make good videos and you know, provide some sort of entertainment or value to the people. And I will always connect Elden Ring with you. If you're watching this right now, I am thinking of you. I think of you when I think of Elden Ring, right? Because this entire journey would not have been, moving my hands a lot, would not have been possible if you did not take the time, didn't have the intrigue or the guts to click on a thumbnail of a guy going like, right? You took the chance to click on that and gave me some of your time. You gave the video a chance, and now you're here. 6 months later, 70 streams later or whatever, and I cannot thank you enough for that, truly. So while this is the end of one journey, and I know that a lot of you might only be here for Elden Ring, I'm hoping that some of you will join us in the next journey, which I've hinted to be Expedition 33, another game that has piqued my interest because of all the positivity surrounding it. All I hear about this game is it's a great game, and it does seem like a game that's up my alley. So, you know, I think the beauty of something like this is, you know, where one adventure ends, another one begins, as bittersweet as it is. But I'm excited to see what else is in store for us. Now, that's not to say that I won't, you know, come back and play some, you know, Elden Ring or Souls-like or FromSoft games, because I definitely do have interest in playing like a Bloodborne or a Sekiro or something, right? Because I've heard a lot of good things about that. I think I just need a little bit of a break from this play style, this gameplay loop for a hot second. Like, let me go dip my toes into some exposition and heartfelt story that supposedly is gonna make me cry, and then maybe sometime in the future we come back to you know, bashing my head against the hardest boss that I've ever, you know, faced in gaming one more time, right? So all of that to say, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I will always remember this Elden Ring journey because of you. You who are watching right now made it what it was. And thank you, of course, for giving me the honor of your most valuable resource of all, your time. Big shout out to, you know, everyone who watched and commented and gifted memberships and super chats and Twitch subs and all of that. It was a blast. It was awesome. This is something that I've always dreamed of, something that I've always wanted to do, which was make good stuff, make stuff that I can be proud of, and also share the experiences with other people. And well, I have been doing that for the longest time. This is by far, from, you know, any number of metrics, the most successful endeavor I've had, if you want to think about it that way. But I do believe that you know, everything that I've tried or experimented with or done, and the people that I met along the way, no matter how many of them there were, whatever I was doing, it all, it's a process, right? It all matters, and I'm hoping to continue to do more stuff like this in the future. So I appreciate you guys. I don't know, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on Elden Ring again. Let me know your thoughts on the playthrough. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Expedition 33, Claire Obscure. Go look it up, join us, play it before I play it, so you don't get spoiled, and then let's experience it together, okay? Okay. Peace out, guys.